All right, hello, my name is Colonel Nicholas DiCapua. I've been in the Air Force now for coming on 22, 23 years, and I've been an A-10 pilot the entire time. I've had some assignments outside of that in both staff and school and a few other items there, but generally I've been an A-10 pilot, and I've been here now on my third assignment here at Moody Air Force Base. I was here back in 2007 to 10, and then again between the years of 2014 to 17. Both those times are with the 75th Fighter Squadron as well as with the fighter group, and I had some time up in the wing as well. I grew up Dallas, Texas, born there in 1978, and I lived there until I was 17, and moved away, and I haven't looked back. I moved away and joined the military pretty much right after graduation from high school. I did not get first selected to go to the Air Force Academy. I actually had to go to the prep school, or a prep school, New Mexico Military Institute out in Roswell, New Mexico, for a year. My academics were not quite to the level needed to get into the academy that first try, but I knew at a very young age what I wanted to do with my life, and all I ever wanted to do was be a pilot and be in aviation. I grew up in a family that was surrounded by aviation. I had a father and a stepfather that were both pilots, and my mother was in the airline business as well. So I was around it my whole life, and I just kind of got immersed by it. And even flying with my father at a young age, you know, we had an airplane. It was almost bred into me. And I had one goal. My goal was to get to pilot training, to become a pilot in the Air Force. So did that, successful, and when I graduated, I had the opportunity to put in my druthers of what I wanted to do and what I wanted to be when I grew up, and the answer was an A-10 pilot. So I was lucky enough to be selected to be an A-10 pilot. And I went off to training, and once I graduated from A-10 training, my first time was off to Osan Air Base, Korea. Following that with Alaska, and then from Alaska, I came here to Moody Air Force Base, and that was my first assignment here. Why did I join the military? At first, it wasn't an altruistic reason. It wasn't all about service for me. It was about, you know, aviation and flying. But after I signed my name on the line, the professionalism of this organization kind of took over, and it led me down a path of service, and that's frankly why I'm still here. I didn't ever have intentions of being a lifelong Air Force officer, but that's what happened because I just fell in love with this profession. It isn't all about flying airplanes. It's about, you know, defending what we believe to be right, defending our nation's values, defending our nation's interests, going out and being a part of something bigger than ourselves. And I really, truly love that, and I believe in it. And I hopefully can impart that on our airmen going forward. So whatever your reason is for being part of our organization, being part of the military, the United States Air Force, there's thousands of reasons out there. Maybe you just needed a vector in your life. You needed some guidance. You needed some discipline, or you didn't know what to do. You're using this as an opportunity to gain funding for college. You wanted to go to college and you couldn't afford it as a young age, so you have lots of opportunities out there to do that. And if that's your reasoning, then awesome. We're just glad to have you here. You should be proud of yourself that you put your name on that line, because it's a big step. It's a big step to go say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go and put on this uniform and go fight for my nation. You know, put myself potentially in harm's way. So yeah, my reasoning was to be an aviator, and luckily it panned out for me. So I get to go out and fly and fight for my nation with these wings on my chest and with an A-10 strapped to my back. And it's, in my opinion, there's no greater job and no greater calling. So I'm glad I get to do that.